I thought I'd give you an update on my backyard on how all of my plants are doing after the tropical storm that we had. In our area, we were really lucky. Majority of the damage was in the mountains and in the desert areas, but I did not have any flooding or really any high winds. But I wanted to show you how this area was doing. And there are my fret ives. They're getting really big. So these are doing well. They're healthy. These little guys are doing pretty good. And however, I think on one of my plants, oh, here, I noticed some mealybugs. So I'm going to have to get out here with some alcohol spray and spray that. Just rubbing alcohol. I put some in a spray bottle and I just use straight right out of the bottle into my spray bottle. Okay, so, and then here's my Dudleya. It's a little bit burnt up, but that's the way they look in the summer. Come winter, it will be looking a whole lot better. When I went to the botanical gardens at UC Berkeley, theirs was even in worse shape than mine, so I felt pretty good about that. Okay, so, and the helicopter plant is doing well. And then I put these guys kind of underneath the shade because they were getting burnt up. And the name of these have slipped my mind. Okay, container plants are doing good. So is the ruby necklace on this pot. They are all looking happy. And my rosemary plant is doing good, but I did notice this little dried piece here, so I'll have to cut that out. Okay, so let me show you what else I've got going. My variegated jade here. Sticks on fire, and that's the way they look in the summer. It's the cold that will turn them a nice orange color. And this I still have to clean up and pull all of the dead plants out. Now this got pretty wet in the rain. I had it underneath the eaves to kind of protect it from some of the rain. But these I all grew from leaf cutting, so they're doing really good. That one had a little bit of mealybug. I did spray it, but I may have to spray it again. But I'm real happy with those propagations. And then this is my worm. I think it's a worm cactus, something like that. But it's actually a Euphorbia. These I planted from cuttings. This is silver spoons. They're looking pretty good. These cacti I also put underneath the eaves so they wouldn't get a ton of rain. Everything here is doing well. That one's a little on the yellow side, so I don't know if it should get fertilizer or not. I do not fertilize my succulents or cacti as a general rule. And here's my bishop's cap. I will insert a picture of what it looked like when it was in bloom. And it looks like I have more buds on there. Peanut cactus right here. And just some random stuff from leaf cuttings down there. And my mangave is looking good. It has put off a lot of babies underneath here that I can probably pull out. And my ruby necklace is just massive and thick. Now these are not succulents. I'll talk about those in another video. This is a recent purchase. Okay, here we go. These are looking good too. And then my string of pearls and string of dolphins. They're happy and healthy, and these string of dolphins have really taken off. Okay, let me see what else I can show you here. And I think this is a Christmas cactus. That's looking good. Now these are all mangaves, little babies I got, and they have really taken off. They were plugs. This one looks a little bit on the sick side, but I think it'll come back. And this is my Buddhist temple. Unfortunately, it was really tall. It was probably, about that much taller. And I had knocked it and broke it off. So I just stuck this top piece in and hopefully it's going to survive. Actually, I didn't knock it off. It was rotting. That's what it was. And here's my fairy castle. And this is a senecio. This got really wet because I didn't have it in a pot with a hole. You can see that didn't have a hole in it. I had it sitting here. It was in a different spot and it was just drenched with water. Okay, here is my monkey tail, which I think is so cute. And then it has another baby growing there since I got it. I think I got this about a year ago, and they've really grown a lot. And then this one is a rat tail, and this is a succulent, some type of sedum. I can't remember the name of it. Okay, what else do we have here? Everything's real a mess because we haven't cleaned up yet after the storm. And you'll hear everybody's air conditioners running because it is warm out again already. It's 85, but it could be worse. Okay, there we go. It looks a little better. Now these I also stuck underneath the eaves. And these are growing really well. Pretty happy with those guys. And then here is another monkey tail that I bought, oh gosh, maybe about 3 months ago. Yeah, monkey tail. And all of this is new growth since I bought it. Okay, and then I have a collection of crassulas down here, all different kinds. And this got pretty wet too, but I think it'll be okay. More crassula there. And my totem pole cactus, or I think they also call it a booby cactus, that has grown a bit since I've got it. And I discovered that it really does like more shade than it does sun. And this gets a little bit of morning sun. These blooms on here are about spent. But my donkey tail, they're doing great. Yeah, these are about spent, these flowers. And the name of that has slipped my mind. If I remember, I'll put it across the screen. Okay, now all of my cacti, I did, like I said, I put in underneath the eaves. So here's a little collection that I have here. And then here are also some leaf propagations, and you can see how wet that soil is. It's just sopping wet. More leaf propagations down there. Plants hiding in the corner. Oh, now back there, that is desert rose. And this is the second time I've had them. They do not do well for me. I've had it in the sun, I've had it in the shade. Now I've moved it to this spot. We'll see how it does. But they're looking pretty sickly. The last ones that I had, I rotted them out. This one, maybe I'm dehydrating it. I'm not sure. Okay, and then here is another sedum. This is the burrow's tail. Oh, and the one that I showed you up there, those are, it's not donkey tail, it's burrito, sedum burrito. And then this is the donkey tail, burrow's tail. Okay, and all of these are doing well. I have a whole bunch of babies on this cactus. And that's a Coryphantha Andreae, the one with the babies. It looks like I have a bud coming up there, little flower there. This I think is really pretty. It looks like snow on top. And that one, I had knocked off one of its arms and I put it in here and it's doing well. And this I forgot to mention is my Echeveria raindrop. You can see the bumps there. Here we go here. And here are some more little cactus that I need to repot into some clay pots. And then these guys here, they're doing good. More leaf propagations. And my lady here, she's doing fine. I kept her underneath here to shield her from some of the rain. And you can see the tinge of purple on the trailing jade. I think it's really pretty. All right, and then my tomato plant. More sedum burrito up here. And let me show you the other side over here. Okay, my aeoniums are still doing pretty good, even in the heat. It's a lizard back there. And, of course, my paddle plant. Now here I had a beach umbrella shading everything when we had our horrible hot weather. And that really seemed to help because these were all closed up. But I'll probably put the beach umbrella back over here once we get our really hot weather back again, because we're not done. We'll get it all the way through the end of September. My Mexican fence post back there is looking good. And that other aeonium, there's the Mexican fence post. My aeonium pink witch, and then my sunburst. And here's another Fred Ives, which has given me some babies. And I believe these are Echeverias. Oh, looks like I had one die here from the heat. It might come back. Let's see what we got here. Oh, no. That looks like rot. Well, that was quick. Doesn't take long, does it? Okay, and like I said, everything's a mess from the winds and the rain. I haven't cleaned anything up. Here's the copper spoons. And this is where I had another beach umbrella covering everything. All of the euphorbias are doing well. Little ghosty plants. And this is bunny ears. And if you touch them, you'll get all kinds of little spines in your hand. You can't see them on here, but you'll get them. And then a few things in flower. And some volunteers growing up over there that I need to dig out. I used to have a crepe myrtle tree here. And I put an ice plant down there. There, got myself out of the shadow. These I don't need to put an umbrella over. But so far, I don't think I'm going to have any problems with rotting, but I do need to get the leaves out of there. And I wanted to show you what I did here. Not sure if I want to keep these here, so I just dug a hole and I stuck my pots in the ground. And same with the tiger jaw back there. There's another lizard. Okay, let me bring you over to another part. Okay, these posts here were from my shade cloth. This gets a lot of heat. The thing about this area, it gets a lot of sun in the summer and a lot of shade in the winter. And where you see where that aloe is, I had an Aloe procera, but it was too much rain last winter and not enough sun, and it rotted away. There's my Kalanchoe Fang. I need to clean the leaves out. This guy has really gotten big. This is a Kalanchoe, but it's not the same as the paddle plant, which is over there. But this is getting pretty big. And then some little cactus way back in over there by the tin lady. Okay, one more spot. These are still doing good. They've all rooted in. Just need to pick the leaves out. And you can see I have some new items up here that I need to plant. That'll be in another video. Now you can see how wet the ground is here. Lavender. It looks like I'm going to get some new blossoms, maybe. It's an Aeonian kiwi back here. And these are crepe myrtles. That's a blue torch cactus. And this is an Aeonian, but it hasn't grown any pups, which I think is kind of odd. This is a bear paw. Aloe Plicatilis right there, and another Kalanchoe there. Jade plant, of course. And everything's a mess. And this is my Costal Rosemary, I think it's called. Yeah. So I had a few things come down, but not bad. More suckers I need to cut out. Okay, so that is it for the backyard. And at some point I will get you out into the front yard again. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.